You're watching Rurouni K95's movie review on Zombieland. Hi Rurouni's, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here, and today is Halloween. We get to cover another movie review just for one, haven't done one in quite a while. Even though I'm basically more focused on anime reviews, today's movie review is Zombieland. Zombieland is a 2009 American post-apocalyptic zombie comedy film directed by Ruben Fleischer in his theatrical debut, written by Rihit Reese and Paul Wernick. The film stars Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin as the survivors of a zombie apocalypse. So the film follows a geeky college kid making his way through the zombie apocalypse, meeting three strangers along the way, and together taking an extended road trip across the southwestern United States in an attempt to find a sanctuary free from zombies. So let's review Zombieland. Let's begin here. 2 months have passed after a strain of mad cow disease mutated into mad person disease that became mad zombie disease. Yeah. Which overran the entire United States, with the infection presumably spreading to the rest of the world, thrusting many Americans into vicious zombies. Survivors of the zombies epidemic have learned that growing to attach their other survivors is not advisable because they could die at any moment. So many have taken to using their city of origin as nicknames as well. Lonely college student Columbus is making his way from his college dorm in Austin, Texas to Columbus, Ohio, to either see his parents are still alive. He encounters Tallahassee, another survivor who is particularly aggressive when killing zombies, though he does not appear to be friendly. Yeah. Tallahassee reluctantly allows Columbus to travel with him. Tallahassee mentions he misses his puppy, Buck, that was killed by zombies, as well as his addiction to Twinkies, which he actively tries to find. The pair meets with Wikita and her younger sister Little Rock in a grocery store. The sisters turn out to be con artists and tricking Tallahassee and Columbus into handing over their weapons by pretending that Little Rock is infected by the disease. Then, stealing their Escalade, the two men find a yellow Hummer H2 loaded with weapons and go after the sisters. However, the girls spring another trap for them and taking them hostage. Tallahassee steals his gun back and has a standoff with Wikita until Columbus intervenes, saying that they have bigger problems to worry about, resulting in an uneasy truce between them. The sisters reveal that they are going to the Pacific Playland amusement park in Los Angeles, in an area supposed to free of zombies. After learning his hometown has been destroyed and his parents likely killed, Columbus decides to accompany the others to California along the trip. Columbus persists in trying to impress and woo Wikita. When the group reaches Hollywood, which is probably in Los Angeles, California, particularly located on Hollywood Boulevard in the movie Zombieland, Tallahassee directs them to the mansion of Bill Murray, who is the actor from Ghostbusters and other of his works. Tallahassee and Wikita meet Bill Murray himself, uninfected but when disguised as a zombie so he can walk safely around town. Murray is killed when Columbus shoots him, mistaking him for a real zombie during a practical joke. While watching Ghostbusters with Little Rock, Columbus particularly realizes during a game of Monopoly that Buck was not Tallahassee's puppy, but his young son who has become infected and died as a result. Wikita and Columbus became increasingly attracted to each other, and Tallahassee bonds with Little Rock, with whom he was previously feuding with. Despite Wikita's attraction to Columbus, she fears attachment and leaves with Little Rock for Pacific Playland the next morning as well. Columbus decides to go after Wikita and convinces Tallahassee to join him. Yeah, as well. At a Pacific Playland, the sisters active all the rides and lights so they can enjoy the park, only to unwittingly to draw the attention of multitude of the zombies in the surrounding area. A chase ensues, And just as the sisters are trapped on a drop tower ride, Tallahassee and Columbus arrives. Tallahassee lures the zombies away, creating a distraction for Columbus to get to the tower ride, both using the attractions to their advantage. Tallahassee eventually locks himself in a game booth, shooting zombies as they arrive. Columbus successfully evades and shoots through several zombies to reach the tower and help the girls down, but not before changing one of his rules for the survivor conquer his fear of clowns. While facing off against a clown zombie, who show as a show of gratitude in the process, especially what you see in Zombieland as well. Wakita kisses Columbus and reveals her real name is Krista. As the group leaves Pacific Payland, Columbus realizes that without relating to other people, one might as well be a zombie, and that he now has what he always wanted, a family, as you will. So before we finish the review on there's always the running gag and a central theme throughout the film. There is the list of rules Columbus comes up with for surviving the zombie-infested world by the end of the film. His lists are 33 rules, yet only a few are mentioned. A series of promotional videos starring Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg. Sorry about that. Jesse Eisenberg expanded on the list of presented in the film. Number 1, cardio, double tap, beware of bathroom seatbelts, no attachments, cast iron skillet, travel light, get a kick-ass partner with your bare hands, don't swing low, use your feet, bounty paper towels, bowling ball, don't be a hero. Columbus changes the rule to be a hero at the amusement park after facing his greatest fear, a zombie clown, to save Wakita and Little Rock. Limber up, Ziploc bags, which is probably in the deleted scenes, but it's probably added to Zombieland double tap, added it as Rule 19. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Avoid strip clubs. When in doubt, you know your way out. Double knot your shoes. The buddy system. Check the back scene. Enjoy the little things as well. Yeah. Swiss Army knife. Clean socks, hygiene. Always have backup. Wakita and Little Rock have their own rule. Trust no one, just you and me, as you noticed, if you will. And that's my review on the movie Zombieland, where I had to discuss about the rule. There's only like 49 rules in Zombieland in this particular movie at this point, as it was 50 rules in Zombieland, what you expect as well. Yep. As you noticed there. I mean, particularly Bill Murray was probably appeared as a fictionalized version of himself, still living in his Los Angeles home, really disguising himself as a zombie to travel around the area. The cameo role was originally written for Patrick Swayze, but he was battling pancreatic cancer at the time and was too sick to make it to set. But it wasn't long until Patrick Swayze died in September 2009. Other casting considerations included other ones would have added, such as Sylvester Stallone, Dwayne Johnson, Matthew McConaughey, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Joe Pesci, Mark Hamill, Kevin Bacon, and Dustin Hoffman, especially for this, if they were considered. But Bill Murray is the better option for the movie Zombieland as well. Yep. So for the production on Zombieland, however, writers Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick stated that the idea for Zombieland had lived in their heads for 4.5 years. The story was originally developed in 2005 as a spec script for a television pilot in the summer of 2005. Wernick basically said, "We've got a long brainstorming document that still, to this day, gets updated on their nearly weekly basis with ideas at this point, as they wanted to make it as a movie as well." Yep, for when they wanted to make a movie like Zombieland. Director Ruben Fleischer helped develop the script from the series into a self-contained feature by providing a specific destination to the road story, the amusement park. Earlier versions of the script, originally titled The protagonists, Flagstaff and Albuquerque, rather than Columbus and Tallahassee, and the female characters were called Wakita and Stillwater. The celebrity who would cameo himself was written as a zombified dancing Patrick Swayze, including a reference to highlights of Swayze's career, even including a reaction to one of the Potter's wheel scene from Ghost, especially if they would have been added into this particular movie for Zombieland in the process as well. But the later versions of the script considered Sylvester Stallone, who is known for Rocky movies, as well as Rambo, First Blood, as well. Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, as well as Home Alone. Mark Hamill from the original Star Wars trilogy. Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Bacon, who was the star from Footloose. Jean-Claude Van Damme, who is known for the live-action Street Fighter movie, or Matthew McConaughey as the celebrity as well. But the actor cast in the part dropped out a week before filming, and Woody Harrelson made a few calls and was able to get Bill Murray to play the part instead, which is a better idea for it to be selected in the movie Zombieland when they ever made one. Yeah. According to Woody Harrelson, most of the scene was improvised. Harrelson accepted the role on 4 conditions, 2 of which were about casting and crew. The third condition required the film to have an environmentally conscious set. The fourth condition required that the director not eat dairy products for a week, a task which Fletcher described was like for an alcoholic not to drink. He succeeded and maintained a vegetarian diet for 11 months at this point. Principal of photography in Zombieland. Production began in February 2009 in Hollywood, California, with scenes being shot at the Screamfest theme park and other locations. Filming continued in March in other states like Atlanta, Hapeville, Morrow, Decatur, Newnan, and Powder Springs, Georgia, where actress Abigail Breslin celebrated her 13th birthday by adopting a shelter puppy. Zombieland was filmed in digital using the Panavision Genesis digital camera and had a 41-day shooting schedule, depending on the filming schedule for this particular movie, Zombieland, as well. Yeah. The theme park scenes for the film's climax, Pacific Playland, were mostly shot in Adolsa's local theme park, Wild Adventures Water and Theme Park. Some of the vehicles prominently featured in the film include Pharaoh's Fury, the double-shot redub Blast-Off, the Rattler, the Aviator, and Bug-Out, a haunted house facade with constructed at a theme park, but the interior was filmed on the location at Netherworld Haunted House outside Atlanta. Special effects makeup designer Tony Gardner, who helped Rick Baker to create the signature look of the Michael Jackson's music video Thriller, and has contributed to other Hollywood films such as 127 Hours, Hairspray, and There's Something About Mary, who brought up to the designed the looks of the film Zombies. Michael Bonvillain, who was the cinematographer who worked on Cloverfield, was brought in for the lovely handheld camera work. Basically, it's the end of the world. The entire nation is zombies, stated Gardner, and the humans are trying to get from the East Coast to the West Coast for a one-shot shooting scene. Gardner said there were 160 zombies in prosthetics on a set in an amusement park. He said, "It is how you present yourself as a zombie that determines how people will react to you, and that one of the contact lenses go in. He thinks all bets off whenever at this point for this particular movie, Zombieland, because the zombies in Zombieland were described by the casting director as ferocious, infected people who move erratically. They are disease opposed to the undead. Those are not the lumbering Walking Dead of the Romero's movies, but instead the super jacked up ones like 28 Days Later and Dawn of the Dead type zombies. So that's going to be it from my movie review on Zombieland. Thank you for watching. But before we go, here's my thoughts on this movie review. Even though it's been a while since I've seen this movie several times, because I have it on DVD, because I know Zombieland did have a follow-up sequel to its predecessor, which is Zombieland Double Tap, which I'll review for another time, I guess. Hope subscribe for content. My Anime Planet, link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have Twitter and Facebook account and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section on this video below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RooneyK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new on my channel. Hit the notifications on my notifications bell button. And I got another movie review coming up for next time. Stay tuned for my next movie review. I got another movie from the Jurassic Park movie trilogy, starting with my movie review on Jurassic Park. Stay tuned for my next movie review on Jurassic Park. Until next time, and have a happy Halloween.